Welcome back, everybody. Today's show is all about making your life a little bit easier, and got a great email from, this is Heidi from Green Bay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you bet. So this is the coolest idea. I know there are businesses that are set up where you can kind of come in and cook meals for the week, but this is something you guys did. You did with a bunch of friends. Tell me a little bit about it, how it works.
Well, I decided, I have 3 boys under the age of 6, that I wanted to get dinner to the table, and I needed to do it in a fast and efficient way. So I decided just to send out an email to some friends to see if they wanted to do a once-a-month cooking group where we prepare the meals at home. They have to be freezer ready, and we meet once a month to exchange meals. They're freezer friendly. You can thaw them the night before and then pop them in the oven, and you get more time to play with your kids and spend with your family, and you can sit at the table and have dinner together.
And I love too, it's girl time too, where I'm sure it's really fun to get everybody together and you know, chat. And how's it been working?
It's been great. It makes it much easier to get our families to the table. We save money because we're saving trips to the grocery store.
Sure.
And everything has been really good.
I think this is just genius idea. I love it. And actually, Heidi brought a few of the cooking gals along with you. So thanks for coming for moral support. So right away, we love this recipe because I love casseroles, and this looks really kid-friendly and fun. It's a spaghetti pie. Yum, and it makes 3. So basically, you can have one that night for dinner, freeze 1 or 2, or even give one away to a neighbor who had a baby or something like that.
Exactly.
So, okay, so first thing we did is we dropped some spaghetti. And now we're going to start cooking up some Italian sausage. And I love the sausage that's out of the casings already. It's good stuff. Pick this up at the festival, and yeah, it's really good. So we're using mild. Is that what you normally use, the mild or the sweet?
Yeah, I usually use that, but you can use whatever your taste preference is.
Sure.
My kids don't like spicy.
Yeah, I'm totally with you on that one. So yeah, we're going to use the mild here. And we've got a nice big bowl because I'm sure, you know, when you've got everybody over, the whole house will be wearing that if you don't have a big bowl. We're doing double, tripling these recipes. So
yeah.
This is a fun one. Okay, so in goes our Italian sausage, 2 pounds of Italian sausage. And feel free to just walk and talk me through here.
Okay. The next thing you're going to want to do as that's browning is you can start mixing sour cream and Italian seasoning.
Okay, so you got some sour cream in the bowl. Give my hands a quick wash. So 3 boys under 6. You are a busy lady.
Yes.
Are they picky eaters?
They are very picky. But the nice thing about doing the freezer meal group is my kids are exposed to a lot of different foods that we may not possibly try.
I agree.
And we figure out things that we like that we're surprised by.
I think that's really fun.
Yeah.
So when you all get together, do you assemble them there, or do you all just bring them already done?
We bring them already done.
Okay.
Our kind of goal is fast and efficient.
Sure.
And we usually meet once a month on a Sunday night, just kind of quick bring our meals and get our exchange done and scoot out to get our kids to bed.
I think that's such a great idea. So this is fun. And are you kind of collecting the different recipes too, saving the favorites?
We are. We actually have started a website, just a free wiki website where we post our recipes so we don't end up with 3 meatloafs all in the same month or something. Right. And then we're actually working on a cookbook with the meals that we have made.
Oh, that's really cool. When you get that together, come back and we'll cook some more.
There we go.
So sour cream and Italian seasoning. And now we're going to just melt a little bit of butter and onion. We're going to saute that in this other skillet here. Finely diced onion, that's a good way to kind of sneak it in there so the kids don't really know it's there.
Right, I do like it chopped really small.
Me too. Gets that great onion flavor, but you don't have big chunks of onion.
Yeah, exactly.
So is one of the keys just lots of room in your freezer?
Well, I think most of us in the group actually have just a separate freezer, chest freezer. So, yeah, so we have room because we end up with about 6 meals each month. So once a week we can throw in a freezer meal, and often they're large enough so we have leftovers too for lunch the next day.
I think that's just fantastic. I think it's just a great idea, really neat. So hopefully we'll inspire you to do that with some of your friends too. And I think it's easy to double, triple one recipe while you're doing it anyway. It's,
Right.
you know, and then, you know, you're, like you say, you're getting new, different fun ones.
Yep.
So we're just waiting for our sausage to get cooked through and our onion to saute a little bit. So the boys getting excited for Christmas?
They are. Yep, it's going to be a really fun year with
I
having
bet.
a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. They're really knowing what's going on
Yeah,
and believing in the magic.
Oh,
and-
that's so wonderful.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just checking on my pasta. So when you exchange the containers, do you do them in like foil pans and things like that?
Yep, a variety of different things. We do like to use Ziploc bags, like the sweet and sour chicken we'll be making later. You can just throw it in a Ziploc and lay it flat so that it uses less room in your freezer. Foil pans work great. We have some people who use glass baking dishes, and so it's a variety.
Sure, sure. But that's something to keep in mind when you're doing this, because you sometimes don't want to worry about getting the dish back and things like that.
Right,
and,
right.
you know.
And using the foil pans, it saves cleanup
Yeah,
too.
very true, very true. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. I'm going to drain my pasta. And then you said, Heidi, you need to kind of run cool water over it, correct?
Right. If you put, because we need to add 4 lightly beaten eggs to the pasta, and
Okay.
if you have hot pasta and you add eggs, you'll get scrambled eggs.
And we
So
don't
we
want
need
that.
it to be cooler before we add in the eggs.
Okay, so I'm just running some cool water over that. Now we've got 3 pans here, and I'm assuming we want to spray those pretty well with cooking spray.
Yep.
And I think it is so nice to, you know, bring casserole to somebody who, you know, may be going through a tough time or is busy or a neighbor or just because. I think that's the best gift ever. So that's another idea.
Right. We tend to make 8 of the same recipe because we have 7 people in the group, so it's easier just to double a batch. So we try to also be moms helping moms. We share stories with each other of people who maybe need help with a meal, and we bring an extra to our exchange that we can pass
Oh,
on to
that's-
someone who has a baby or
That's a great idea.
that kind of
Great
thing.
idea. Pasta goes right in here.
Actually, we need another bowl for the pasta.
You bet. No problem.
This goes in later.
You bet. A nice big bowl we're looking
Yes,
for? Okay.
yeah, that
All
would be
right.
great.
Being that we've got a big batch here. Okay. So now we've got our pasta into our bowl. And we've got how many eggs?
4,
Okay.
and we want to lightly beat them.
Okay. Give a little, okay.
Just use a little fork
Mhm.
here.
Sausage is looking perfect.
So we're just going to add the eggs to the pasta.
Okay.
Whoops.
Okay.
We're going to add 2/3 of a cup Parmesan cheese.
Okay. Just
And
kind of
just
toss
kind
this
of
together.
toss it.
Okay. And what's next?
And then what you want to do is use the spaghetti noodles and just kind of make basically a crust out of noodles, so then you can put in filling.
I get it. So that's going to be like almost like the pizza crust type of thing,
Right.
the pie crust.
Yep, exactly.
And then
So
get
you
you
just
some fresh water.
kind of want to cover the sides and the bottom.
Now, is that sauce? I see some tomato paste. Does that go in with the sausage here?
Yeah, that will go in with the sausage.
Okay. And I'm going to grab a can opener. And the water goes in with the sausage as well?
Yes.
Okay. So we're making like an Italian kind of spaghetti sauce type of thing.
Basically, yeah.
And the onion goes in here too?
Yep, that can
Okay.
all get mixed together.
Okay.
And it just needs to kind of thicken up and let the flavors
Sure.
kind of run together a little bit.
And then we're just going to start layering all the rest of this ingredients. Onion goes in here too?
Yep.
Okay.
mhm.
Looks fantastic. I love the idea of putting the sour cream on there.
Yeah, it adds a nice flavor.
Okay. In goes our onion. Okay. Okay, so you're just spreading the sour cream
Yep,
over the pasta.
Just spreading it over the pasta.
It smells just delicious. It's my kind of recipe, Heidi. The queen of casseroles. Love my casseroles.
And anything with sour cream on.
Yeah, exactly. So basically we do the same thing with the other three dishes. We layer the pasta down, we layer some of the cream cheese over. Now we're going to basically take some of this, looking for a ladle, the Italian sausage over here. Is that what goes next?
Yep,
And then the cheese on top.
And then the cheese on top.
Oh, yum. And it bakes in the oven for about how long?
For about 35 to 40 minutes.
Okay. Because it's going to be frozen, right? Or do you take it out the night before and put it in thaw in the fridge?
Yeah, usually you would like to thaw it in the fridge just overnight. Like when you're cooking supper the night before, pull it out with the other things you're pulling out. Keep it in your fridge overnight, and then you can throw it in before.
Oh my goodness, this looks fantastic. Yum. And we just put some cheese on top, and there you go. Spaghetti pie. Heidi, thank you so much for sharing. And you'll have enough for 3 of these. So great stuff to have in your freezer. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Heidi's going to stick around. We're going to do sweet and sour chicken. That's, again, another great freezer meal coming up. We'll be back.